Hey there, everybody. In the Heart of Stone, I opened it up on about level 30-ish. I've gotten Siri from the Isle of Mist. Not just hanging back, I want to level up where I put the big herd on Eridan. And I just killed Dijkstra in
Praised be the world in its
reasonable
never-ending
state.
creation.
So I'm going back to see this Ofierti merchant, and I decided to go in the tent. I
Got
never
something
knew.
on me.
I never
That's
knew
enough.
inside the tent is another Ofierti
Stars.
merchant who's a runesman.
Costly craft.
Now, I don't have an idea,
Yet the
any clue
costs
of what
do
he's
not
going to
end
get
with
me,
coin.
because I do like the
Me,
runes
I
with power of
shall
10.
also a jade
10 attack
stone
power,
of
10
size
Quinn,
substantial.
10 Igni. I like all the
See
big
what I can
ones, the
do.
big runes. So I'm going to go for it. I'm giving this guy 5,000. He wants some jade. Now, if you notice my armor, I'm in the superior feline, which is light armor. So it's woefully under armored for where I'm about to go do. So I'm going to have to back out. Then I go over to a White Orchard because it's really close to the storage chest. And I'm going to switch to my Earth Sign armor. Now here I am in with the spiders inside the cave where the jade is. Just watch my health bar. They're going to put the herd on me in a minute. They're level 36, so they're pretty formidable. I think I'm 32 or 33. So you do not want to fight a mess of monsters with light gear. So before I get my gear changed, I always kill the chort. I keep a chort at White Orchard. To get the chort to spawn and always be there, you want to kill the cows several days over. And then the chort will start. You always get to kill the chort. Alright, so here I am on my Earth Sign. Now I'm coming back and I put the herd on the spiders. I put an end to that. So eventually I'm going to find the jade here in a minute. Now, like I say, I've never seen this before. I'm not a kind of person to run around and loot everywhere, so I never went in the tent. See, I know I'm an idiot. So anyway, there's the jade. Geralt gets the jade.
Good use of my coin by the look of things.
The return to my craft. Know you not the pleasure.
Now he's
it brings.
moved around the
I
back
thank
side
you.
of the windmill. The other Ofierti merchant that
How's
you
the
get
work
the
going?
armor for with the diagrams
Several
is in the front
lesser
side.
runes I forged already. Practice, you see. Yet I sadden in thinking the tools
Now, I've
and
already
ingredients I possess
Ranked
are
my
not fit
mutagens up to
create
greater
better.
mutagens. I know that in
Found you
Blood
some
and
jade.
Wine you got the super mutagens.
Thank you. I do.
But this guy, I never had a
If you
clue.
to gaze
All the
wish
internet
that
surfing I
had
do,
the
I
work
never
to
had
do
a
so,
clue.
I invite you.
But I'm gonna tell you what, I didn't have the 10 grand. Notice I
Brought you
come
no
back
coin.
with the 10
Put it
grand.
towards better equipment.
See the equipment start to
Thanks
accumulate?
in the thousands. Too kind.
So he gets
of
the
you,
10 grand.
truly.
Your work's worth the coin. Good to see.
A few days later,
Yes. Commissioned have I tools. A fitting set from Novigrad crafters. Many arms and legs they charged, but renew my work.
Watch what he hits me with.
New runes, glyphs, and diagrams created I have. An eye you should cast. Find one to your liking, perchance.
So, nothing holding you back now. Better be all you need.
so he whacks me with 15,000 crowns. I wiped out the Skellige Isles. I wiped out the quest in Velen. I just had no choice but to go into the Rose, the Order of the Rose, selling fist deck. Had to get in there and whip them guys in my heavy armor again. I put away the light armor.
My
So
newest
I'm
creation
fighting
is to
enemies
examine you.
higher levels than me.
Inviting
I'm making it
words.
through just to get that 15,000 pounds. So now, here we go. The runes are no big deal. He's got a couple of big ones there. But that's not what this guy does. Watch the enchanting.
Craft something for me, would you?
And this is what opens it up. I never had a clue. Runeworks and glyph words. So what I did, I put them in both swords. I didn't put anything in armor yet. Remember, I'm broke. 700 pounds, 783, whatever. I can barely read it. I got a small screen. But check this out. Now, when I go to fight Eridan in the boss battle with my Erendite sword that I get in Blood and Wine, that guy is not going to last a minute and a half. Last time I killed him in less than 3 minutes. So much for that boss battle. The only boss battle I respect in The Witcher 3 is Detlef. That's a tough one. Check out the rune rights. immigration, enchantment levels. It is badass. And for some odd, dumb reason, I went into the tent. I never would have found this. But I know other players they check everything. I'm not a thorough player. I got a beer in my hand. I play the game for fun. And to get away from my wife. So I'm looking at my options. Again, I'm not going to rank up anything. I want to get at least to master. And then I will get into Tucson and get my grandmaster. And from what I'm seeing here, it'll take your maximum sword, your grandmaster armor. This is going to be badass. This enchanting is going to really put some works on them. When you tackle on your enemies, it's going to wreck them. All the wild hunt, I'm going to tear them boys up. All right, there's my second sword. My woven steel sword and my silver sword, a relic sword. Because I'm only in the enhanced superior version, I'm not really worried about the swords yet. Because as you rank up, your swords will equal with your rank. So I'm not worried about the woven swords. I was just playing with them earlier in the game. So, but later on, when I get all my gear ranking up, I'm going to get this together. You notice he can also add sockets in a sword. So if you've got a sword with no sockets, every sword that he enchants has to have 3 slots. He'll put the slots in the sword, and that's pretty darn cool. Now I'm just dismantling a couple things. I'm just goofing off, seeing what he's doing. I'm just looking around. Nothing really. I do a lot of collecting, but I just don't loot in buildings.
Northern Realms.
So anyway, that's pretty good with that one. So he's almost there with me. I got my swords done. You're going to see him in a minute. I'm going to pull him up. I have not done any armor yet. I really don't want to. I want my master armor. Because I know I'm in my 30s now, so around that level's where you can equip your master armor. All 4 schools. I have all 4 schools of armor in my storage chest. But the earth sign here is for your heavy weapons. It's your battle.
Thanks. So long.
Got over 50 experience points. Look at all the stuff he's got that I bought. 30,000 crowns. You wonder, how am I going to get 30,000 crowns in a game and have all 4 schools of armor? Now I'm going to pop back. There they are. Notice how the color of the dots on my 2 swords are? Kind of yellowish gold. And there it is. There's your stats. Replenishment, pretty neat. I'm brand new with this, so I don't have a clue. Basically, the basics of it's all I know. Once I get this down, this is going to be definitely my #1 thing to do next time I play Witcher. Now, Cyberpunk's coming in a few more weeks. So, guys, I'll be seeing you guys in Cyberpunk, and I will always come back to Witcher. It's my all-time favorite open-world game. Nothing can beat it. Now, I'm checking out all of the equipment that I bought. It's pretty neat. A lot of stuff. And you don't see, he's still behind the windmill.
The world's never-ending creation be praised.
So I ask him what he's peddling one last time. And it's the standard runes. You get a couple of high-power runes, but the blueprints, the diagrams there with the runes, are some cheap diagrams. They're like 80, 100 crowns. Very cheap. So there I'm just recapping, going over my weapons. There's my 2 swords. And guys, I'll see you in the next video. And remember, keep on gaming.